Let's hope he doesn't get laid. You will always fail. That intro was overly dramatic and it doesn't make any sense when it's pulled out of context like that. But at least you can say I'm not trying out new stuff. So here's the video. Hey, I'm Brian. My parents are way up in the mountains and they forgot bread and maggots. I think it's about an hour ride to get there, but they need food and they need to catch fish. I'm headed up to provide them with that. It's gonna be fun. Forgot to pull the handbrake. This is where my parents spend their spare time. There's a mini house that you can pull on skis and a small little tent. It's actually pretty big. They just spend their spare time here, ride the snowmobile up on the Fridays and spend the days fishing. It seems like a lot of fun. So I'm gonna go speak to them, see how they've been doing. And then I gotta get back to my dogs and back to schoolwork. And now I'm here, back home, trying to compile everything I've learned in nature management to a 45-minute talk. I could probably bluff you guys and talk about that for 45 minutes, but it's a bit harder to bluff my teacher that actually taught me all this stuff, so... My parents are coming down from the mountain today. They called me and they're stuck on what's probably the worst place to ever get stuck. It's in the middle of a creek. I don't even know how I'm gonna help them, but we just gotta try at least, so... Yeah, wish me luck. You know, I actually think there's a common thread through all of these things. And it's very distinct because it applies to everything in life. Whether it's biology, nature management, mushing, or making videos. And that's the fact that you will always fail. In fact, failing is the only thing that I can promise everything and everyone will encounter. But the fact that you're failing doesn't mean that you're a screw up. It just means that you're doing something. And maybe this is just the side effects of reading too much biology and watching too much Jordan B. Peterson, but there's two types of failing. There's the harmless one, which is the failed attempt, and there's the really detrimental one, which is the failing that leads you to give up. But I don't think we should look at failing an attempt as a failure. I think we should look at it as a learning experience. And that's what I'm really trying hard to wrap my head around these days. Look, I thought it was supposed to be spring. I kind of think that I set myself up for failure here, because I was going up here to light a bonfire and I have a knife in both of my belts tied to the belts, and as you can see I'm not wearing any belts. These logs ain't going to ignite themselves, so I'm gonna have to search the area and try to get some small tinder. When I'm making these videos there's always one or two things that I want to change, and when I look at the first video there's 100 things that I want to change. I think I actually found just about enough. It's easier with a knife, but even with all the snow you can make do with what the nature's got to offer. So if you have seen some nature videos before, you know that they always do it with one match. So we're gonna leave that part for last. But I feel like I'm progressing for every single video, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with changing your perspective over time. Okay, take a look at this. Take a look at this. Look at that. See that? It's running. That's the red fox. And that's wonderful. And that's running around up here, trying to make noise to make other foxes hear it so that they can mate. It's very normal to hear them, but to see them run and hear them yell at the same time. Wow. Yeah, so they're getting pretty psyched up in the fox. Let's hope he doesn't get laid, because we kind of want that food he's eating. He's really hard on the grouse, the fox, and the grouse tastes delicious. So I'm a bit selfish that way. Yeah, I don't know if I know what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to accept the fact that it's gotta be bad before it becomes good. Did you know that when the Arctic salmon lays eggs, a 7-kilo female salmon lays around 10,000 eggs, and around 9,000 of those are born. And from those 9,000, it's about 10 to 20 that make it up into the river to lay more eggs. Whether that's a sad or a positive story kind of depends on how you look at it, because 9,990 didn't make it, but one fish in one single year made 10 children. I'm realizing that there might be some truth to the 10,000 hour rule. Hopefully it doesn't take 10,000 to get 10 good videos. It might not look like the greatest fire in the world, but if I can light it up with one match every single time, that's good enough for me. No one's ever taught me how to light a fire, so I do it my own way. I don't know. There's a million different ways to look on life and making videos or whatever. I don't think you should try everything 10,000 times. I don't think it applies to relationships. I don't think you should kiss 10,000 frogs or whatever the saying is. But maybe if we try our best and have a lot of fun with it and try to become a better person or a better filmmaker or whatever it is every single day, then mistakes doesn't really define who or what we are. I don't know. I don't think I should practice more biology at least. That's messing with my brain. Are you eating berries? Dogs are happy with the spring coming around, and I'm gonna say that I'm super happy with that too. It really is beautiful. Let's let this fire burn out and we'll take the dogs home. So I still have more school. And one last thing. If you made it this far in the video and you're not subscribed already, it's actually illegal not to hit that subscribe button. No, but seriously, I had a really clear idea of what I wanted to talk about, but then when things got to it and I was starting to talk about it, it all seemed very abstract and difficult to understand. So I hope that I provided some value at least. I would love to hear your comments on this, because I'm thinking a lot about it these days, and I tried to be inspirational without being too cringy, but I feel like I ended up just being confusing, and it's really experimental at this stage. But if you enjoyed it, hit that like button, leave a comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts, and I'm trying to do this every single Monday. Thanks for watching. Peace.